So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so let's.
We're just on hold on that.
Yeah, so better kind of move forward and set it in some.
Yeah, we ever do one, you already.
Yeah.
Yeah, this focus.
Yeah, there, you don't stand there. Yes. Process.
Yeah, I mean.
Sort of like we're almost.
We may not, we may not do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's.
And I'm supposed to be bothered.
Service.
Yeah. Was it our microphone?
Work.
Yeah, go get the money.
Yeah. Very big.
Since it's on her. He turns to get to the
You
that.
Big picture.
Good boy.
You gotta have it repeat this too.
Good, there you go.
No, probably. Not moving.
You know, figure out if I'm trying that. Stay alive behind. I don't hear. Here. Here, sorry, what is that? Oh, you gotta turn this on.
Yeah, last week's been.
All right, welcome everyone tonight, Monday, March 2026, 6:30 p.m. I'd like to call this meeting to order. If you please stand and join us with the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Great, thank you. I'm clerk, we have a quorum.
Yes, we do.
All right. Well, first item would be our consent agenda. Which. The minutes of the February 23rd, 2006 regular session, the claims for payment. Department head report, public works, engineer, fire, planning and zoning, commission minutes, the airport, housing authority. The clerk treasurer report.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we approve the consent agenda.
Have a motion in a second. During discussion. All right, with that, roll call vote. Marla,
Yes.
Brian,
Yes.
Brett,
Yes. Yes.
all right, motion passes. Next item would be, new business. Review and consideration of audited 2024-25 financial statements.
Yep, so this is a yearly thing. I was hoping that he was gonna be on the call. He said he would. but he's not. So by he, I mean Brady Workman, who's our auditor, does it every year. No findings were found. He said when I talked to him that everything looked up to snuff. It was good. You guys have a copy of the audit in the packet. If you have questions on it, I'd be more than happy to try and answer them. I, of course, was not really in this role, last year for this, so I may have to, if you do have questions, I may have to get back to you once I have the answer, but I will do my best.
I do have a couple questions.
Mhm.
Might have to get back to me though, so I just wanted to ask Brady or, what our current reserves are and then how we compare to other cities. I know there's one year in particular that he said that we should probably be spending down, because they were getting pretty high, and so I just wanted to know where we were in that, compares. And then the second one was, I found that the library was having, they were within budget, but then the line items were not correct, and so I just wanted to know if you have any advice or if there was something that we can help so that we don't have that situation happen, making sure that, whatever line we budget for is not just like taking from it. Yeah, okay, those are my two questions.
I will find the answers to them and then I'll probably bring them back to the next meeting, just so that everybody. Any other?
Yeah. The only thing that jumped out to me was like there's some grants that we looked like we were planning on getting and they didn't go through or. Like,
Yeah, and I think I could be wrong, and I'll verify with this, but, I think a lot of times we budget to accept more grant money than maybe we're going to, because if you get a grant that you weren't planning on, then you have to amend the budget. You can't just accept money without, going through the amendment process. And so I think that the amount that we budgeted, or that they budgeted for those items were maybe a little bit more than what we realistically were going to get, just so that if we did get more, we didn't need to go in and amend. But I'm gonna that's my initial thought there, so I will double check on it though and let you know.
And sometimes don't we budget, and then if it doesn't happen that year, it can come out next year, but to your point, we have to budget it so that, and then they do another amendment, having to put it, for you to know, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Makes sense. I was just hoping that you weren't like missing out on like 3 months.
Yep, yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I'll make a motion that we approve or we accept the audit from 2024-2025 financial statements.
Okay. Any other discussion? Roll call. Mark?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Right. Yes. Carla?
Yes.
Alright. The second is a review and consideration of a 2026-27 budget schedule motion. Second, discussion, roll call. What? No, review and consideration of a 2026-27 budget schedule.
So that was in your packet too. I pretty much followed exactly what we've done in the past. So if you have any questions on it?
Yeah, the only thing that I thought might be hard is that to come up with our ideas for come prepared with your thoughts on priority discussion. And I can take, I just remember hearing from department heads first, but I tried to look, and we did it last year and we did it on the same night, but I'm okay if that's how. Rather, if it has been done, I just didn't remember that, so, but I'm okay with it. I think that maybe we just add it in. After we hear from department heads, then we can add in something with priorities too.
Okay. I mean, that, yeah, that makes sense. I wonder if. Jason, do you know how, did department heads present first and then council shared their priorities? This is how, I kind of just went through and made sure that the dates lined up and switched them to this year, so I'm thinking that last year it was,
We did future needs and then
you had future needs and then council?
well, I go through, make a spreadsheet of what we need.
Mhm.
I'm trying to find your schedule here.
I know, I
don't think I got
looked at last year's and they did it on the same night, but. Like I said, I'm okay with. Like whatever, you know, council's good with, I just always know that it's really helpful to hear from department heads. But I also can come up with. Priorities too. Could we? I wonder if we could do,
This 23rd. The department heads resume. Their priority list.
we have that down on the 27th of April, I think is the future needs worksheet that he's talking about. I'm just wondering if we could like, maybe we reserve, or we review the policies. On the 13th and then have a, well, the minutes. Would you be fine to do it all on the same night, council and department heads?
Yeah, I think so. I think I feel like I would give a better, I would have a better understanding of the priorities after I hear from the department head, but I will have a list already and I can just, as they're talking.
Okay. So we could switch and do like the review of the fee schedule and then the different policies. We could do that on the 13th. And then do, council discuss, or council priorities and future needs. On the 27th.
Cause the fee schedule, Jason, that won't interfere.
I'm sorry.
The fee schedule, if we do that on the week before, or the meeting before, that should be okay. That I feel better with that.
So future needs on the 13th.
No, we'll do, so basically the first 3 bullet points on 427, review of fee schedule, review of general fund policy, street fund reserve policy, and utility working capital policy, and then the library board's recommendation for the library fund reserve policy. Those 3 we'll do on the 13th, and then we'll move what is currently on the 13th down to the 27th. So we'll have, which that, I mean, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, the rest of it looks good, yeah, just the 27th and the 11th, May 11th, those are gonna be, in the past have been pretty well. So, okay.
And then we can still stick with the, August 24th being the, public hearing. I don't think that will. And there's a couple weeks in here too that there's nothing scheduled, so if we do need another meeting, we have a little bit of buffer there as well.
No, just on that.
Yeah.
So good. Okay, yeah, well, I'll make a motion, that we approve the 2026-2027 budget schedule with,
Wait downstairs for 12 minutes.
which moved the fee schedule. The first is the first three up to the 13th. And then moving the future needs down to 27th.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. What? Any discussion?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, the next item is the commission recommendations.
Jasmine's not here, but there was the letter in your packet. Recommending those two individuals, Rodney Netz and Nick Caldwell, for the planning and zoning commission. So you, yeah.
I'll make a motion that we approve Nick Popwell and Ronnie Ness to be on the plan and zoning commission.
Second.
Your discussion? No, Ron?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
Brett?
Yes.
Oh. Yes. Yes. All right. All right, we need to make sure that we comply with the law in regards to employee privacy issues. If a member of city council would like to discuss any issues pertaining to complaints, discipline, of city employees, those will first need to be discussed with the mayor, who is the chief city administrator for Idaho Code 50-602. After review of the complaint, discipline, etc., needs to go before city council. It will be listed under an executive session on the upcoming meeting agenda. I don't have anything. You guys have any? You want to bring up?
How was David Vaughn of the road?
So I'm gonna ask you.
Go up.
No?
I don't, they haven't really got started, still even usually work, they got them involved.
Yeah.
It's. You know, even though the city got the grant, the city's not really involved in the work that's going on there, I'll pack it on the show.
No.
They should get rolling here, they're gonna start between Corner Mark and, Milner Street initially. They're gonna work both of the gas lines to fix, so. Hopefully they get this rolling here pretty quick.
You know about how long?
Obviously. 120 day project,
I mean, what?
120 day project.
How long it will last? What?
Right, citizen comments, do we have? No. All right, Margaret. How you doing tonight?
Oh, wonderful. First off, they're putting me on time. I've been told your PA system works wonderful. I've lived here for 22 years. Haven't been the most active, but I've been a little active. But every time I came here, you guys are either up there talking business or having a private party. Cause can't understand or hear a word you're saying out here. So could you please talk into your microphone so we can hear you? And if you're having a party, open it up, let us all join. What the heck? Okay. That's all I have to say on that part. I've had different people. I don't know why they approached me and asked me these questions, but I've got a short list of a few things that people are wanting to know about. And the mayor said that I could pass these out to you and you would discuss them or whatever and then let me know so I can pass it on. Would you like for me to bring up one to your fifty?
Give it to her and
There may be
pass
two,
them down.
and I may be short one.
We figured out the microphone, you gotta turn them on.
That works, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting sure, but I'm not out
Got
yet.
this turned on when recording started. Ryan figured it out last time, so. We got that fixed.
You also do have to pull them really close to your face, just so you.
Okay, would you like for me to go over one of them for you? Or you just wanna, whatever?
Most of these we will.
Can I ask for clarification?
I can't hear you.
Can I ask for clarification on the outside audit?
Yes. When there is an audit, is it somewhere from outside or is it here local?
He is in Twin. It's from Twin Falls.
But not any further away? That was a question that was asked of me.
Oh, okay.
That's what I just said is most of those questions was brought to me. And so I'm just kind of passing them on. Anything else? The airport was something that was brought to me a few times. Very few citizens use the airport. I mean, we just go out there and hop on our little Learjet and take off. So why are the citizens being taxed for it? Maintenance and whatever else. When they're, I mean, it'd be different, if it's fire department, QRU or something like that, but yeah, we just can all jump in our little planes and take off. That was another one that was brought up to me.
And so I think I wanna get the best answers I can. I wanna get the best answers I can get to you, so I will ask the appropriate people. And I will answer them in mayor's comments in 2 weeks.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Perfect.
So.
I don't know who this next person is, but hi, Madden.
Hello, Amanda Hopkins, and I am a resident of Buell. And I just have a question, and if you want to answer it at the next meeting, if that's what you need to do, I just was gonna ask for a update on the parking issue. If we were moving forward with changing or staying the same, or how that was going.
So what I can say about that is, we were looking at a couple other codes and just doing it once, rather than dragging it out.
Do the, yeah, so we
Yeah,
have a
the
public
public
hearing and do everything all, yeah. Okay, so be scheduled, like, do you have a time frame? Or,
I haven't had a chance to talk to the chief to find out yet, that'll happen tomorrow.
all right, well, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, just, you can't park there yet.
Well, camping season is coming up. No.
That's easy.
That's what I always say.
Yeah, I gotta take it.
Nothing else.
Okay, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Right. You got a motion in a second, we're already trying. All in favor? All in favor? Aye. That's. Oh. Recess on the answer. About. Now,